Morning, gang. Keith at Crypto Bullseye, and we've got an update on Jasmy Coin. And apologies first and foremost, the guys in the Discord group, the guys on YouTube have been out of action for the last couple of days, been going through a house move, and they say that's the most stressful time in your life. Add that with your mother passing, and then, guys, literally all I've been doing is dealing with things. But I thought that I'd do a crypto update. I haven't done one for a while, so we're going to be doing Jasmy Coin because there's a couple of things that I like on Jasmy Coin that we need to talk about. We're at a resistance point. If we break this resistance point, that will flip support. If we flip support at this point, then we're going to start making big moves on Jasmy Coin. Because one thing that it's done, it's made 161% recovery since the crypto capitulation. That is exactly what we're going to be talking about. What needs to happen next? Because we've broke a resistance barrier, we've flipped support, and now all we need to do is break trend, take back the lower high, and that is, my friends, a trend reversal. And our job as technical analysts is to do one thing: to look at the price chart, to read what's happening, and to understand exactly what needs to happen next before we can confirm any kind of trend reversal. So firstly, we need to look at the chart. We need to understand one thing. We're in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend, and we know that this trend has been respected time and time again. It's been respected here. It's been respected every single time that it was at this trend. So we understand as analysts, the first indication that the bulls have got control out the whole of this move going back since 21st of July 2025 is the first time that the bulls break trend. We've got a resistance barrier at 0.01253. Now, this is what we need to talk about because this was the capitulation event all the way down to 0.003. Then we recovered 161%. And we said in the last video, this was the important barrier that we needed to take back to do an RS flip. So the 38.2% retracement, we needed to hold 0.01043. That was resistance. That is now holding support. So that's what we need to hold in the short term. We need enough momentum to flip and break the trend. What we can do is we can look at a different indicator, which is the RSI. And what we're looking for on the RSI is an early breakout. And we've got early signs now that this is starting to break out. So we've got a breakout on the RSI. We haven't got a breakout on price, but it's indicating that there's buy-in pressure, which is outweighing the selling pressure, which is indicated by the RSI, which is telling us that the price needs to catch up. So we've got a strong probability of breaking this trend. Once we take back 0.01253, then that is signaling the second indication that we're really going to start breaking trend. The third and final indication is the application of the kill zone. And this is the most important thing because remember, what is a trend reversal? When you take out, when it's in a downtrend, putting in lower lows, lower highs, when you take out that lower high, put in a higher high, confirm that with a higher low, that is a trend reversal. How can we identify that easily? We apply my technique, which is the kill zone. So you can see we've put in a lower low here. That's where you're going to start it. And then you've put in a lower high up here. So we pull our kill zone, and you can see the top is 0.01362. Why is this so important and why is this significant? Let's do it. So we're waiting for this trend break. We're waiting for a trend break. If we take back this next resistance barrier, which is the 0.5 level of this swing, 0.5 of this swing, hold that higher low and then push through. That tells us that we're testing this previous lower high. Once you've tested the previous lower high, you'll start creating something like a flag pattern. Flag pattern, while it's gaining momentum, to push through, break through the high, come back down, hold that as a higher low, and that is a trend reversal. So that's the importance of the kill zone because once you've taken out the lower high and you hold that with a candle close, that is, my friends, a trend reversal. Then you can start making higher highs. Then you can start making higher lows. So hopefully that was useful, guys. Application of a kill zone is one of the most important things that you can do because that just tells you as soon as you test this, as soon as you test this previous lower high, as soon as you break the lower high, that is the bulls regaining control. That is a trend break. That is an RS flip. That is a trend reversal. And that is you expecting to put in new highs. So that is what we're looking for in the short term on Jasmy Coin. We've got this accumulation. We've taken back the 38.2% retracement, holding that as support. That's strong. All we need now, crack this trend, break through the barrier, test the top of the kill zone, break the top of the kill zone, move to new highs. So there's the early warning signs. That is showing that we've potentially got a trend reversal. A couple of things need to happen, and we've seen a bit of a recovery. If we just check Bitcoin quickly, you can see that Bitcoin's starting to push up and regain strength. This is the next resistance barrier on Bitcoin, which is 116,000. So if we get a rejection at 116,000, you expect potentially a pullback in altcoins. If we see strength from Bitcoin and we push straight through this barrier, then Bitcoin potentially could go to the top of the range. When it goes to the top of the range, that's going to give conviction to the altcoins. It's going to bring down the Bitcoin dominance, which is what we want. This is the Bitcoin dominance. We want that to go down. As we bring down the Bitcoin dominance, that shows one thing. We're going to get a break of total 3, our confirmation of alt season 2025. So the signs are there, guys. We're not there yet. We need to break this kill zone. We need to break trend. We need to hold trend. We need to do some RS flips, and then we need to take back this lower high here, confirming that Jasmy Coin has officially reversed trend. Right, let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, guys. Sorry I haven't been around for the last couple of days. I'll see you very soon.